morning, I'm Diane Macedo. Thanks for streaming with us. In today's update, President Trump and Joe Biden faced off in the first presidential debate last night. The candidates argued over the Supreme Court, the pandemic, and race and unrest. And one moment getting a lot of attention was President Trump agreeing to condemn white supremacist and militia groups, but then saying this instead.
Proud Boys, stand back and stand by.
Trump's campaign says that was the president's way of denouncing the group, but the Proud Boys didn't see it that way. They are celebrating that moment, even adding Trump's quote to their merchandise. A wildfire in Northern California has quadrupled in size in just 24 hours. The growing wildfires in the West have destroyed homes and forced thousands of residents to evacuate. Gusty winds and record high temperatures in the forecast could make conditions even worse for firefighters. And New York City is reporting a rise in coronavirus positivity rates, putting city schools at risk of closing again.
If the schools are not safe, I'm not going to allow them to operate, period.
A new CDC study reveals how quickly the virus spread on a college campus in North Carolina within weeks of reopening in August. 670 cases were confirmed from August 3rd to August 25th. The CDC attributed the rise in cases to student gatherings and congregate living settings, both on and off campus. And with so many people working from home, desks are now in short supply, and that shortage has people getting creative with their workspaces. Here's Becky Worley with tips for finding a desk or making one.
The lowly desk is suddenly a hot commodity. Why? Millions of kids learning from home and the realization that remote work for us adults is here for a while. These Philadelphia shoppers sounding a little desperate.
When I started looking at a bunch of stores, thing was like out of stock.
I'm still waiting for it to come. It never came. It was supposed to be here yesterday. It's been a month.
Back to school has been really challenging in so many ways, not the least of which has been trying to find the right supplies. Now, those supplies are very different than prior years. It's not loose leaves and crayons, it's desks.
Searches for the term kids desk rose 3,783%, and computer desk is up 257% on Amazon. Meanwhile, sales of desks up 283% from last year. So while back orders and price increases have left desk purchasers benched, the necessity has created quite a few makeshift setups. Our viewers submitting these pics: a sewing machine table, a homemade workspace made with 2x4s and press board. Then there are the really makeshift options: the ironing boards, a dog crate, and my own box-based standing desk. Getting it done, whatever it takes. Now, don't forget about ergonomics, no matter what your desk setup. So you want the table height to be about at your elbow, and if you need to put a cushion in your seat to get to that level, that's okay, especially important for kids. If you can lift this laptop up to eye level, and then you can use an external keyboard and mouse. You can roll up a towel here to support your wrists. And for me, it's always my back. This chair is key in terms of comfort. I use some lumbar support. I've got one of these foam roller kind of things and put it right there, but a rolled up towel or a pillow will do just as well. Thinking about being in this situation for the long haul, Diane.
Very important to be comfortable, Becky. I have used an ironing board as a desk in the past. Don't knock it till you tried it. Thanks, Becky. And now to a group of pilots inspiring young women of color to take flight. Our transportation correspondent Gio Benitez has more on the Sisters of the Skies.
We're climbing, looking good.
It's a Tuesday afternoon, 5,000 feet over Maryland.
This is kind of like the simulator.
High school juniors Victoria Wendt and Ruth Gebremariam are on a plane, not as passengers, but as future pilots.
What's the airplane doing?
It's trying to go down.
Pull it back.
Working to get their wings with the Aircraft Owners and Pilots Association.
And it was very inspiring to see my peer actually fly a plane.
My dreams are coming true.
Incredibly, in America, there are less than 150 professional black female pilots, and one group is trying to change that.
Representation matters. I don't think I met my first black female pilot till I was in my 30s.
They call themselves the Sisters of the Skies, a tight-knit group of black female pilots looking to inspire the next generation. Monique Grayson flies for Delta.
Young ladies don't know what they can accomplish, because sometimes in order for us to be something, you have to see something.
We ask her if people are surprised to learn she's a pilot.
I have been mistaken more times than I care to count for someone other than a pilot. Absolutely. I've been considered a baggage handler. I've been thought of as a flight attendant on several occasions.
A question all these women get time and again.
Most people are like, oh, you're the actual pilot? Like, you did the takeoff and the landing? Yeah, it was us.
There's a little wire.
Professional pilot training is expensive, putting people with fewer resources at a disadvantage. Monique remembers the conversation with her father.
And he's like, well, let's just count it as an investment. He said anything that you work, that you want, you gotta invest something into it. And so I did, I stuck with it.
They hope that by telling their stories and mentoring young people,
I see myself in both of you young ladies.
They can inspire and guide other young women of color to call an aircraft their office. Victoria Wendt is certainly on board.
It's a very rare sight, but I hope to be one of them.
And I guarantee you, she will be one of them. Now, we should tell you that starting tomorrow, more than 40,000 airline workers could be furloughed or laid off. Some of these women are a part of that group, but they promise no matter what, they will keep mentoring young people. Some very special women right there. Diane?
Sure seemed like it, Gio. Gio Benitez for us at LaGuardia Airport. Thanks, Gio. And astronauts on board the International Space Station got an abrupt wake-up call in the middle of the night. An air leak forced them to quickly seal the hatches. The small leak was later traced to the Russian side of the space station. NASA officials say it poses no danger to the astronauts on board. And for more on science and technology headlines, here's Mona Kozar-Abdi.
In today's Tech Bites, Google's big reveals. The company's all-virtual event today is expected to unveil several new products, including a new smartphone, the Google Pixel 5. Other items set to be formally rolled out are a new smart speaker and a streaming device. And the new Amazon One will allow you to pay at Amazon stores using just your palm. To register, users will insert a payment card and have their hand scanned. For every purchase after that, just your palm print will make the purchase. Amazon hopes to sell the technology to other retailers. Rolls-Royce has completed testing the technology to use on its electronically powered planes. The luxury car brand is hoping one of its new planes will break speed records. The goal is to produce zero-emissions planes and engines for other plane makers and to be net zero by 2050. Those are your Tech Bites. Diane, if it has stars on the ceiling of that plane like it does on the Rolls-Royce Wraith, that means I can't afford the ticket. Back to you.
Okay, noted. Mona Kozar-Abdi, thank you. And that does it for this ABC News Live update. I'm Diane Macedo. Thanks for joining us. And remember, ABC News Live is here for you all day with the latest news, context, and analysis. Up next, GMA's top stories. I'll see you back here at 3 p.m. for Your Voice, Your Vote, The Breakdown. Have a great day.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.